everyone. This is Aditya from Mindflow, and I'm going to show you what Snyk's integration in Mindflow looks like. Mindflow is a no-code AI-driven automation platform for security, cloud, IT, and DevOps teams. So as you can see, we have a lot of integrations. Today we support over 700 different vendors. One of them is Snyk. And what we do with that is we help teams automate the workflows in Snyk. So it could look like a workflow where you want to automate identification and import of new repos that are present in your GitHub, and then bring them back to the target org ID that's in Snyk. So this is what the workflow would look like. And if you were to look at trying to develop this on your own using code, it's totally possible, but this is what you will have to manage on your end proactively. Whereas in Mindflow, this workflow is dynamic. What we do here is we fetch org ID. For example, we'll fetch various kinds of data using a / command, which is called the data picker. So you can input variables, and as and when this changes, the workload that's coming from the webhook will also change, and hence the org ID will change, and the same would happen for the next steps in the workflow, and the process remains automated. You have a few different options to manage this workflow. You can either manage it through webhook. So if, for example, an event happens in Snyk, then it would trigger a workflow here. Or if you send a Slack message, a Slack command, then this would trigger the workflow, for example. You can also use email hooks. And then the second last option is to schedule the workflow depending on how you want it to run. And of course, you can always run it manually. These integrations work by using credentials. So we use API credentials. As you can see, the API credentials are not exposed within the workflow anywhere, and nor are they exposed anywhere in the logs, the JSON files that you will have for all these workflows. How you can add this credential is just simply by going to the vault and then picking the service for which you want to create the credential for, in this case Snyk. Then you're going to go to the next step is name the credential, choose the workspace where you want to put the credential, and then you're just going to choose the type of credential you want to use. In this case, it would be an OAuth code or an HTTP API, depending on how you're interacting with the Snyk API in Mindflow. And then once you've done that, you'll just click create, and the credential will be saved. We have created both the types of credentials, in this case an OAuth and HTTP API key. On your left, you have workspaces, which I just mentioned, and you can get started simply by clicking plus and creating a new playbook. And then you can click on the plus or right click anywhere in the canvas, and then you just go here, pick the step you want to use. So if I want to recreate that workflow, I would go here, and once I'm done, I'm going to add the query version right here. So you can see little information about each of these steps right here. But of course, you can head to Snyk's documentation to learn more. And then you can add the org ID, which is directly available in your Snyk account. When you go to settings, the first thing you'll see right here is the org ID. And to add the API in the vault, what you would need is the API token, which is available from your account settings, and then right here. So you are going to be using this while you're adding your credential to the vault. And that is it.